Hello, it's Josh from the Comic Book Collecting Quest, and I went this morning to a local comic book convention put on by the Minnesota Comic Book Exchange. The Minnesota Comic Book Exchange is like a Facebook group, I think. I know that I belong to like the Facebook group, and yeah, it's really cool. It's great for the comic book collecting community. And we got there, I think, at 9 o'clock or so. I do have a video. I'll put it. I'll put it at the end of the. At the end of this video. So yeah, it was. There was a lot of people there. A lot of people. So it's great for the community, local comic book community. So yeah. I rarely go just because I always I'm always comic book rich, but I haven't bought a comic in a little while, a week or two. So I told myself that I would go spend like $75, and yeah, it was fun. Brought my wife, brought my kid, and was able to get some comics. I was after I didn't have buyer's remorse or anything, but after I got my comics, I was like, man, what a weird. I kind of got a weird little collection there. I mean, I'm super happy with what I got, but not really any Marvel. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yeah, not really any Marvel. So sorry. Okay. So the first one here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the movie comic, and this is by Mirage. Yeah. So I was wanting to pick up some more Turtles. My main goal of going there was to pick up Scooby-Doo for my daughter because we have such a hard time finding Scooby-Doo. And I continued to have a very hard time finding Scooby-Doo. I ended up finding a few, but they were like $40, which I would have bought at least one of them if I hadn't already spent all my money when I found them. So, but anyway, yep. So like the first dealer I went to, I spent $50. My budget was $75, so I was like, ah, crap. So I had to just pinch my pennies and buy what Scooby-Doo I could. The next is boy, this one's pretty beat up. I didn't realize this. Yeah, look at that there. I didn't see that when I was getting it. So yeah, I've been wanting this one for a very long time, and now I have it. It's a newsstander. I don't care about stuff like that, but some collectors do. So yeah, very excited to be adding this to my collection. Yeah. And here we go, our first Scooby-Doo. This is Scooby-Doo from the original volume, the original Gold Key volume. This is Scooby-Doo number 4, and it is beat to heck. But it still reads, and I think I only paid $1 for it, so I'll take that. More Justice Leagues for my Justice League run. Usually when I go to cons, I'll buy like, I'll usually just buy like 1 or 2 Marvel books, and then I'll take up my whole budget. I don't know why. Well, I was really just looking for Scooby-Doo, but I couldn't find it. And plus, while I was looking for Scooby-Doo, I'd be like, oh, I need this. So I'd grab it. But yeah, so this is more for my Justice League run, 182. I still haven't yet read any of these Justice Leagues. I just know that I want them, I guess. I might read them and be like, oh, that sucks, and then sell them all, but I doubt it. Justice League 198. Justice League 189. Yeah, and it was just a blast at the show, too. I was even talking to... a few guys. I try not to talk too much to the vendors, but I did talk to the guy that put on the show. His name was Chris. It was it was nice. It was nice talking to people, and it's just good to be in that environment because I have friends, Oh, and I really wanted this. Oh, I didn't know this existed. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, 4-part miniseries. So super happy to have this, and it's a Marvel, so I did get a Marvel. But it's good, because I do have friends. I have Matt, but I really don't get to talk about comics to anyone. My wife certainly didn't want to hear it, so it's nice to get out and get around, kind of your people. So it's good. This is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade number 3. This is 3 of 4. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade number 2. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade number 1. So, yeah, nuts about Indiana Jones. The last 2 movies, obviously, I wasn't a big fan of. The Crystal Skull one, I watched it once and I just didn't enjoy it. And then the last one, I approached it with an open mind, but I hate to say it, but I just got so bored I didn't even finish it because I was just so bored with it. I mean, he's like 80 years old. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, here we go. It's alright 'cause I'm staying by the bell. Oh, my daughter's yelling for me. So, I've had this before. It's so stupid. I've had it before, but I sold it, and I saw it, and I was like, yeah, I'm grabbing that. Getting it again. It's alright 'cause I'm staying by the... It's alright 'cause I'm staying by the bell. So I have Saved by the Bell number 1 by Harvey. And they had number 2 there. I didn't grab it. I should have. Super happy about this one. Chippendale Rescue Rangers number 1. Very happy. Very happy to have it. Yeah. Oh, she's yelling. Leave me alone! It's my daughter. I hear you. And this is X-Men Adventures Season 2, number 3. So it's like X-Men Adventures Volume 2, number 3. I didn't know that I was going to collect these, but I do. I collect them now. So, once again, happy to have that one. So, I did manage to find very few Scooby-Doos, but I did. And Chris from the Minnesota Comic Book Exchange. Oh, now she's crying. Chris from the Minnesota Comic Exchange, because these are for my daughter. I mean, they're for me, but they're really, if it wasn't for my daughter, I really wouldn't be looking out for these. So he gave me a deal. He gave me 3 for $10, because he said, it's for young readers, so 3 for $10, and, thank goodness, it's great. It's great that there's guys out there that care about keeping on the tradition. So hard to find Scooby-Doo. It's crazy, I know they're out there, but very hard to find. And then this one here, this is for my daughter also. Till as hot as time. I kept singing that to my daughter, and she was getting mad at me. I'm no Celine Dion, but... So anyway. Yeah, so I got this for my daughter. She should like it. I usually, I'll buy her, a My Little Pony or something, and, here you go, kid, and then she just... And those My Little Ponies are, $5 a piece, so I'm not gonna let her just tear up the Beauty and the Beast. I don't care if 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road, somebody's looking at my comic book collection why does a guy have Beauty and the Beast? Bugger off, whatever. And... why does a guy have Girls' Romance? So, I did get this. This one's for me. It's Look, girls, it's Richard Chamberlain. Yes. Oh, you poor girls. And then Too Handsome to Hold is the story. But, sorry, girls, the only thing you're getting from him is an autograph. I guess I didn't know he was a heartthrob. I only know him from Shogun. I read the book Shogun, and then after that, I watched the miniseries. And I remember Richard Chamberlain being in it. Centennial. He was also in that. So, I know too much about Richard Chamberlain, and now I have Girls Romance comic featuring Richard Chamberlain. So that was the haul. It wasn't much, but $75. These babies aren't cheap, especially at comic book shows. They're a little pricey. My kid is still just freaking out up there. She wants me to pay attention to her, and I'm making a video. Sorry. I'm coming! So anyway, yeah. I don't know. I love everything I got. It's weird. It's like, I spent $75 and I didn't get any major keys or anything like that, I don't think. Got some number ones, a Saved by the Bell #1. And those Scoobies, they're just so hard to get those. And then, my Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers #1. Yes. So, well, and my Batman Adventures #1 too. Where's that at? Kiddo, you're killing me. This kid. And then my wife, she does nothing to help me. So, whatever. Oh, and then, But yeah, I couldn't believe how expensive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books were. I was like, oh my God. So, anyway, I'll put the video at the end of this, of the con. My wife was a little irritated at me because I was like flying through it, but I don't know, there was a lot to show there. So, anyway, thanks for watching and keep on collecting. I have to go see what my daughter needs. Hey, kiddo. All right, so we are here at the Minnesota Comic Book Exchange. We got some Scooby-Doo comics and some more, but I'll show those off later. But, all right, kid, come on. We'll show off the tables real quick. This is the Minnesota Comic Book Exchange table here.
Oh, yeah.
My director is behind me giving me orders.
Well, come here.
This is Go Big or Go Home Facebook auction here. I got one Scooby-Doo book there. Some air cheese.
Too hard to look at, but too tight. Realize it's 35.
So I've got 94.
Yeah.
Show for the price.
Come on.
I saw you got First Beagle Boys. First Beagle Boys, First Gyro Gearloose.
Oh, really? I didn't see that one.
It was a Scooby-Doo, but it's funny. I missed a Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So this is the only Scooby-Doo they got last time.
Yeah, there was one back there I just saw, but it's $45.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? It's very expensive.
There was another Scooby Doo for 600. Yeah. All right. All right. Are we ready to go now?
Yeah.
All right. She just want me to go.
She's